welcome back, cousins. I am Betty J. Gathers, daughter of Jean Grey. And if you've been lurking around and you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button down there. Why not? Just hit it. I'm going to be here Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm consistent with my videos. Come on back. Come part of this family. Come on part of this family. Also like, because that helps me grow, and share. But today, this is going to be a little bit, I think, the end of this saga of me being married too young in hell, being divorced in hell. Today, I'm going to talk about the IRS and him taking us to a doctor psychologist. I've been through it all. I have been through it all. Oh, and I also want to thank my brother. I forgot about the time when my ex-husband came to my mom's funeral. You the one that scooted his little butt away. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. But you know what? We're gonna subscribe. We're gonna like. We're gonna share. Thumbs up and let's go. Okay, I'm back. You know what? Really, I just dropped my mouth open. When I had my son, I was 22. So that means when I left him, I was almost 24. Then you add 16 more years on that. I was 40 years old before we parted. Told you you need to be careful. I couldn't believe it. I was 40 years old before me and him parted. And this what I felt like, what I looked like, a dumb girl. That's my whole life. And I wasn't even with him, and he caused me pain. He caused me pain. But next we're going to talk about, I'm going to try to take these, the IRS and the doctor psychology. I'm gonna do the IRS because that's short. Anyway, I got this call from the IRS lady to my job. So he must have gave her my phone number, or they found it on their own. I don't know, to my job. She called and she told me she was from IRS, and I thought she was pranking. Just like that lady that came from CPS. So she told me I needed to set up an appointment because my ex was claiming my money as alimony. Remember in that divorce decree where it said I didn't get no alimony? I told you I was going to remember this. I don't forget nothing, and he don't forget either. And also they was claiming him on the taxes. And I claim it. Okay? I had it the majority of the time. Okay, so it wasn't a prank. I ended up going out there, and she, she told me I had to prove that it was child support and not alimony. So once that was proven, she was done with me, and he couldn't claim him on his taxes anymore. So I don't know what happened with the other part of that. So I told you it was going to be, I'm telling you, I've been through every agency, CPS, IRS, and whatever S's. Child Protective Service. But anyway, now we're going to talk about, and I told you I'm going to be looking at my papers. This is really the best one yet is he took me and my son to a psychologist. The psychologist, the one that has the PhD, whichever one that is, that has a PhD. But you know what? I don't know how it even got there. I must have got something from the court or served with something, because me and my son and my ex had to go out and meet at the psychologist, whichever one that had the PhD. So anyway, we end up going, oh, you're going to die laughing about this one. We end up going, and the reason why we were there was because he was saying, my son about 16 years old, when can you stop a teenager from going somewhere? He said that I guess my son didn't want to come anymore, and he was telling him, but he said that I was the one that was in behind it. 16 years old. I would look up, I worked at the bank, and my son could walk to the bank. He would be sitting in the bank. And I said, what you doing here? He talking about with his shoes in his hand. I ran away. I say, boy, you walked away. You ran away. And his daddy would come. I I said, yeah. And then they tried to buy him a car to keep it. He said, I know what they're trying to control me. He took the car literally back to them. So anyway, this part is just hilarious. He took all three of us to that psychologist, that person that had the PhD. And he, like he said, I was the one trying to stop my son from coming over to his house. So I never forget this. She asked, when we were all three together, she asked, when he goes to his father, did he consider it a house or a home? And he said a house, which I was just blown away. I really was, because just for him to be able to decipher which one. Then she asked him the same question, and he said home when he's at my house. I'm like, God, I really didn't. And then she separated all three of us. She questioned my son. I don't never know what she even asked him. I never asked him. Then she questioned me, and by the time we got through, she was like, you really don't care if I said, ma'am, I don't care. If he would have asked me or asked him if he want to come live with him at 16, I would have happily sent him over there. 16 years old. And then I could have became the weekend parent. Are you kidding me? So anyway, I don't know what him and her talked about. She said, if you want to leave now, she said, you can. I'm like, I've been through all this. I'm not leaving. And that's why I said always work toward my way. If they really look at it, when the IRS, they work toward my way. CPS, they end up helping me get more money, for the child support. And he even, let me tell you about that, even with the child support, when I got the $600, this was the last time we went back to court. They took me back to court again to try to lower it because he lost his job from where he was working at, and he went in and they had a photography business that was doing really good, and they gave the judge the paper, and the judge said, y'all gonna continue paying her the $6. He said, I already see what y'all doing. Y'all trying to have fun. He said, I've ran a business before. He said, y'all are going to pay her this until he's 18. And that's how it ended. They paid, and I can say they paid every penny that they owed me, not a penny less. I will give them that. Okay? So, and and like I say, this marriage, we were just two young babies. And this what I felt like, what I looked like. A dummy, army. Trying to be adults. And then even after we got divorced, we were still young. But by the time this was over, I was 40 years old. Oh my goodness. So this, you can call, some people say she hurt, she doing. No, I just think other women should know. Be careful. If you get any red sign, you see anything that don't look right, believe it. If your mind is saying, don't do it. And even if you have parents that are really balanced and they see something, 9 times out of 10, they're right. Now, sometimes they aren't, okay? But you're the one that's going to make the final decision of what you're going to do. And that's why I'm going to bring it back in full circle. Parents, even if it's somebody you don't like, and that, don't make it pressure them to come out of the relationship, because that's only, remember I said, going to draw them closer together. But I just wanted to share a little of my hell of what I went through, and the mental anguish, the crying, the tears, the pain that I went through. And sometimes I think I really want my son to know that it wasn't easy. It was not easy. And I never, and my son would tell, I never tried to stop him from going to see his father. Now, did he hear me talk about it? Yeah. Was it right? No. But when you're in mental anguish and you're in the midst of the storm, it happens. But I tell you, I got divorced in 1979. I dated my husband for 10 or 11 years. We've been married 21, 22 years, okay? I was going to make darn sure I got it right this time. darn sure I got it right, and I got it right. So I have no reason, believe me, for any animosity. But I'm going to end this story. This is it for the marriage, the divorce, the child support, IRS, CPS, going back to court, forth to court, just reading old letters. Oh my goodness. But once I pack these away, like my sister said, pack them away and never to look at them again. Anyway, I am so glad you came back. But make sure that you subscribe and that you like and you share and hit that thumbs up button because it helps me to grow. And remember, my videos are Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And thanks for all the great comments that I've been getting and all the brand new friends that I've been meeting. But you know what? It's time to go. And guess what? I will see you again.